Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
Ready?
55. Check. 55. Mike.
Pilot. 64. Reach.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Eckler. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check.
Move.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. Ready? 60 outlaw.
You don't want none. Watch twist. Watch twist.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood.
41. We got to wedge that, huh? Hey, I'm coming after you. 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Ready?
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Chargers, 1st down.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. Watch the run.
Go. Now.
1st and 10, Stick. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. He completes it to Henry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Protein spill. Hey, exit. 55.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check back, check back. We got it.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set. 19. 24.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Switch.
To throw is Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Check 37. Topper. Here we go. Get it.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 8 read.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
You draw quarter.
Crash. Chance.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 34 yards there and a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Dunn forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Stick back to pass. It's complete to Williams. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 24. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Yo, cheetah.
And he's got room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
On first down, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Wahoo!
55, Mike 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55. Right there in the middle.
Ready?
Stick looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 89 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike 49. Mike 99.
Here's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, zoom.
Switch. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Go.
Eat. Know your job.
Like that.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Hey, foxtrot. Yep.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Hey.
Bravo. Let go.
After the sack on 1st down, Stick is going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high.
55, Mike. Too little, cupcake.
Now.
Mike 55. All day.
Fight.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
We play to win. Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Tackle made there by Traven Howard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No one attempted or made more field goals in Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. On the ground, this is Johnson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill. Motion.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on second down. Stick. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Check nine, check nine.
Topper, topper.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. No!
Shoot.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. An 80-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
We go, 50, play. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stick. He's got Allen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Recon, 132 fighter. Small.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. They can't hang with that.
Ready?
Stick from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Snap.
Here is Eckler. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
70, Indy.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Pilot, 64, reach. Hey, Haywood.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
Hey, just go.
From the 22, Stick. And an alley to run. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
You're not ready.
5.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At 15, line it. 15 line.
Mike, 55.
Get it.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he finds Randall Cobb on the completion. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Be a long day for you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, orbit.
To try again after the sack. Stick. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Set, ready? AP Gator.
Tight down. There you go. He's coming. We got
Greystone, travel.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
Down. 18 Gator.
check 41.
6-6. Pull it high.
Shit.
Hey, exit.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Squeeze.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Under 10.
Hey, Charlie.
41 Mike. Ready?
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Brandon Dunn picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Topper. Hey, seam 6.
41, Mike, 41. Watch the pass.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is caught inside the 5. That one good for 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Easton Stick, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6.
Watch safety creeping. 29.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete to Cobb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On first down, it's Watson looking for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watson on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Linval Joseph. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From his goal line here, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
That's it, baby.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Watson, off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch the screen.
X3, 218, chopper.
Turn it up. Kill.
Hey, zoom.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot.
41 Mike. You're trash.
Yes.
I'm going to wedge that, huh? That's right, baby. They don't want it. 41's the Mike.
Spike.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off of play action, it's Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Set. 19.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Bravo! Hey, 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 hey!
Go get him!
Mike, get it!
Here's Stick on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Ready, ready!
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Five.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Flush to his right. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
We playing to win.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.